Welcome back to Your Time to Travel. We're so excited to have you join us again. If you're new here, we're a couple of 50-plus slow travelers exploring the world one adventure at a time with our dog, Benny. Today, we're sharing a quick but unforgettable trip to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. From the breathtaking Batu Caves to the iconic Petronas Towers and some hidden gems like local green tea powder and chocolate. This journey was packed with amazing sights and flavors.
But before we dive in, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you never miss out on your latest slow travel adventures. Now, let's jump into our Kuala Lumpur experience. Our first stop in Kuala Lumpur was the iconic Batu Caves. And let me tell you, this place is awe-inspiring, as it is physically challenging. The Batu Caves are a massive limestone hill with a series of caves and Hindu temples inside. But before you get to the main temple, you have to climb all 272 colorful steps. And trust us, you'll definitely feel it in your legs, but the views are totally worth it. Now, one thing you have to watch out for on your way up is the monkeys. These little guys are everywhere. They're pretty cheeky too. So hold on tight to your bags and snacks. We had some fun moments engaging with them. They seem to love posing for photos.
Yep, and as you make your way up, you're greeted by this impressive 140-foot tall statue of Lord Murugan, which is actually the tallest statue of a Hindu deity in Malaysia and one of the tallest in the world. It's truly a sight to behold, as you can see from the video. The statue and the temple behind it are dedicated to Lord Murugan, the Hindu god of war. And the Batu Caves are one of the most important religious sites for Hindus in Malaysia, especially during their annual festival.
Now, once we reached the top, and the cave itself was just as stunning. Huge, open, and filled with intricate shrines. The natural light coming in from the opening above gives it such a serene and spiritual atmosphere. After catching our breath and taking in the incredible views, we were ready to continue the adventure. Our next stop on the tour was the National Palace, the official residence of the King of Malaysia. This stunning palace is a sight to behold, both during the day and at night. During the day, the palace is impressive with its golden domes and immaculate white exterior. It's set on a large, beautifully manicured hill, giving it a majestic presence. From the gate, you can see the royal guards in their traditional uniforms standing at attention, adding a sense of grandeur to the whole experience. We couldn't go inside, but just seeing the palace from the outside was enough to appreciate the importance and the beauty of this landmark.
What's fascinating about the Malaysian monarchy is that the king, they change every 5 years. They rotate every 5 years. Malaysia has 9 royal families, and every 5 years, a new king is elected from one of these families. It's a unique system that really sets Malaysia apart from other monarchies around the world. Next on our KL adventure were the world famous Petronas Towers. Probably seen them in movies and photos, but nothing compares to seeing these twin towers in person. Standing at 1,483 feet, they were once the tallest buildings in the world and are still the tallest twin towers today. The architecture is absolutely stunning, sleek, modern, and uniquely designed with that iconic steel and glass facade.
We first saw the towers during the day, and they were impressive enough. But when night falls, that's when the magic really happens. As soon as the sun goes down and the towers light up, illuminating Kuala Lumpur skyline in the most breathtaking way. The way the lights reflect off the steel gives the towers this surreal, almost otherworldly glow. It's mesmerizing. We couldn't help but stand there and admire them from every angle, taking in the sheer scale and beauty.
Now, we didn't get a chance to go up the Sky Bridge, which connects the two towers on the 41st and 42nd floors, but even from the ground, they were awe-inspiring. Honestly, if you ever come to KL, seeing the Petronas Towers at night is an absolute must. It was one of the highlights of our trip.
After taking in the beauty of the Petronas Towers, we decided to end our night with a visit to the KL Tower, another must-see in Kuala Lumpur. Standing at 1,381 feet, this needle-shaped tower is one of the tallest telecommunications towers in the world, and the views from the top are absolutely incredible. But if you're planning to go, here's a tip. Get your tickets in advance and be prepared for a bit of a wait. The line can get long, especially at night, but trust us, it's totally worth it.
Yeah, and once we made it to the observation deck, the city was lit up beneath us like a sea of lights. You get a full 360 view of the Kuala Lumpur, and at night, it's just breathtaking. One of the highlights of the view is seeing the Merdeka 118, second tallest building in the world actually, standing tall over the city, skyline at 2,227 feet. It's an incredible sight, especially the way it stands out in the most stunning way. But the lights aren't on, so we're kind of trying to figure out why the lights aren't on. So if you know why the lights aren't on at night, let us know. But anyway, there was something magical about that being that high up, looking down on the hustle and bustle of the city below while you're just in this calm, serene space above it all. I mean, if you're feeling adventurous, you can also go outside like we did on the sky deck, and it gives you an unobstructed view of the entire city. So if you're ever in KL, the KL Tower at night is a must-do. The views, including that of the Merdeka 118 and the Petronas Towers, make that wait in line worth every second. One of the unexpected highlights of our KL trip was a visit to Coffee Town and a local chocolate store. As slow travelers, we always love finding unique local treats, and this was definitely one of those experiences. At Coffee Town, we were able to sample some of the best coffee in Malaysia. The aroma when we walked in was amazing, rich, bold, and inviting. We learned about the different types of coffee beans grown in Malaysia, and even got to sample quite a few different local favorites. If you're a coffee lover like us, this is the place to be. Had everything from traditional Malaysian kopi to modern specialty blends. We even picked up a bag of freshly ground coffee to take with us on our travels, because you never know when you're going to need a good cup of coffee. And we even picked up some tea along the way.
So the coffee that we got was tiramisu white coffee. Super delicious, and for travelers, what's perfect, because we find it kind of challenging to find a good cup of coffee as we travel around Asia. Most all hotel rooms only have the teapot where you warm the water, but in this bag you got 15 individual coffees. So this one packet makes about 2 cups, and it's really delicious. You just have to add the hot water. So if you're in Malaysia and you have the opportunity to go to Coffee Town, I would definitely pick up a bag. They have like hazelnut and then just plain coffee and some other flavors. Super delicious. I would say the best coffee that we've probably had since we've been in Asia. And then we also picked up some green tea from the same store. So this green tea is specially made in Malaysia. So the green tea leaves are dried in the shade. So they're actually cooled in the shade as to preserve all of the nutrients within the leaf. So with this green tea, you do a small cup of green tea in the morning and the evening, and you do it with room temperature water, not hot water, because it destroys the nutrients. So it's packed full of antioxidants, which fights cancer. It helps weight loss, all kinds of things. So we were sold on this. It's pretty yummy, so it's good tasting. So we do this now. And then we also found some of this special Malaysian oil that's supposed to get rid of, say, knee pain or back pain. And they were telling us about it. and it only was like $8. So we were like, it can't hurt to buy. So it's an oil in here, but what's in here is a root that only grows in Malaysia on tree farms. So not sure what the root's called, but there's an actual root in here, and it's soaked in this oil. And you pour this oil in your hand and you place it, say your shoulder, and you hold it there for until it starts to heat up. So for like maybe a minute, and then the pain in your shoulder is gone. So we've tried this a few times on our knees and our backs, and Carl,
Pain went away.
it works. So this has been great. It doesn't go away like forever, but it's definitely gives you some relief. So $8 can't beat it, and it's all natural, and that's the best thing. And then we got some spicy chili chocolate, so a little sweet, a little spicy. It was delicious. It's really good. So when you're on these tours in Malaysia, most of the tour groups are going to stop by all of these kind of tourist shops, and the things that we got, we really have enjoyed. So we're glad that we purchased them, and we've really enjoyed it. So if you have a chance, definitely take advantage of the opportunity.
And that wraps up our quick but unforgettable trip to Kuala Lumpur, from the stunning Batu Caves and the towering Petronas Towers to the breathtaking night views from the KL Tower and the majestic National Palace. The city has so much to offer. We'll never forget it.
And of course, you can't forget our stops at the coffee town and the chocolate store. It's always fun to find local gems. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to our channel for more slow travel adventures around the world. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.
Go to our website, ktharrispublishing.com, for more photos of our quick trip to KL. And if you've been to KL or are planning a visit, let us know your favorite spots or any must-see recommendations in the comments below. Thank you for joining us on Your Time to Travel, and we'll see you in the next video.